To Joe's Astrology. This is the astrology birth chart for Isabel Afro. She is a YouTuber with, I believe, millions of subscribers. And once again, we have a Aquarius Uranus emphasis. What I've been trying to point out with YouTubers, they almost always have this Uranus or Aquarius emphasis. And here the moon, we don't have the birth time for her, so the moon is here at 0 degrees. But I would guess it's probably in Aquarius. It's conjunct that Neptune in Aquarius, and she has Uranus in Aquarius, conjunct the South Node, and that's where she's coming from. So where she's coming from, she has this stellium in Aquarius, the South Node in Aquarius, and she also has Venus retrograde here in Leo, which is pointing to Uranus. And we can see with that Venus retrograde as well that she is in Africa, I believe, and she is the only white person in the videos usually. So she's not afraid to date and associate outside of a race, obviously. But we see that with Venus retrograde often, where people will date or will go to foreign countries or date people from foreign countries. You can also associate that with that Uranus South Node and the moon in Aquarius and Neptune there as well. And definitely with that moon and Neptune conjunct, you see the idea of being in foreign lands or traveling to foreign lands, or just something that have to do with foreign lands where you are not part of the culture. She has a lot of Mercury, with that Mercury in Leo. Well, you could just say with that stellium in Leo. Basically, you have a stellium in Leo opposite a stellium in Aquarius, with the North Node and the South Node there. And we see that in her work, where she's a YouTuber, Aquarius, and she is dancing in most, if not all, her videos, I believe. And that's obviously we see the performance with the Leo, we see the performance with the Moon conjunct Neptune, and the Venus conjunct Mercury conjunct North Node opposite Uranus. So a lot of mental energy with this person. I actually knew someone who has the same exact birth chart, or she might have been August 22nd or 21st, something like that, but it was in 1999. Obviously not going to be the same time. And she was, just a real quick side note, she was very much involved in the internet. I met her on the internet, and she would send me videos instead of just texting or just calling. She would send videos of herself speaking, and same configuration here. So that's interesting kind of comparison. Now, aside from the performance and the country associations and the Uranian relationships, this is a chart about money. We see with Saturn in Taurus, Jupiter moving towards Saturn in Taurus, towards the money sign, materialism, possession, and Mars is conjunct Chiron, that's Chiron there, in Scorpio, making an opposition to that Saturn. So we see the opposition between Taurus and Scorpio, and then we have the opposition with Aquarius and Leo, making a grand square. And this person, everything that I said before, we can see the reason she would be doing it is to make money. And you could also say with that Mars Chiron that she is possibly looking for her family in foreign lands, with that Mars being in the Cancer decan. But definitely, this person's drive and work is around making money. Um, I'm not sure. With this chart, I'm not sure the person does the performing. Sometimes you see with people that are really about the performance or really about the artistry without the money. In this case, they both go hand in hand. She's got the Jupiter Neptune. I don't talk about this all the time, but you see the Jupiter Neptune very often with people who are big time performers, people who are, you could see, well, in this case, you could see with Jupiter and Taurus making a square to the Neptune and Aquarius, making, making money through the internet. And we have Jupiter squaring the nodes as well, showing that there's a really is a need for her to use the internet. Moving away from this node down here, there's really a need for her to use the internet to accomplish her goals. Mars squaring the other node on the other side, squaring the nodes. And there you can see there's really a need for her to integrate that performance into her work as well, particularly her just kind of asserting herself as a feminine force, as a warrior, if you will. She definitely has that need and drive to show that she is a warrior in this life. That she's a strong-willed or an independent woman who can take care of herself, things of that nature. And definitely with this chart, there's a strong need to have a purpose. So everything that I mentioned, it would be very important for her to have these things in place um, just so she can keep her sanity. And that's what I noticed with the other girl as well, that she needed a strong sense of purpose in life, and I don't think she had it. It seems like this girl does have it, at least from what we see on YouTube with her YouTube work, and hopefully that continues for her. And if you like the content, please subscribe to the channel. I also do readings. I think it is very important for people to understand their birth chart, and I can definitely help you with that. And I hope you have a great day.